Hayk, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. Thanks for joining us. We've got plenty to discuss today. To start off with, a great starting point. I understand you were head of fast games at Digitain, but now you have a new role that you can tell us about.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for having me here. And I started in Digitain as a poker product manager. So I basically dealt with the poker products. And then when we had a pretty good growth on poker, we have decided that I'm gonna be the head of gaming department, which includes skill games and fast games. And skill games, as you can understand, is like backgammon, poker, and all the skill games that are available in Digitain. And the fast games are more of a luck-based games and more of a casino games. And I've accepted the offer and became the head of gaming in Digitain. And after 1.5 year of really continuous growth and very good success with all our partners, we have decided to separate the gaming department and have skill games and fast games as a separate company. So we have just registered our new company, which will include those two products, and we're going to have all our own strategy. And I am now the CEO of this new company that will be presented. The first our presentation will be during the ICE 2022, and we will have our separate stand, which we are now designing, and I'm sure it will be one of the best stands during the ICE show.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Second of all, kind of what are your kind of feelings and hopes? As you know, a new brand is is a big undertaking. What are you kind of looking to gain from the early days of the new brand?
Well, at this point, we're setting up the team, and our main target and main goal now is to have all the necessary team members. For we are now hiring our marketing specialists and sales specialists. Of course, we have a lot of help from Digitain, and we're now using our resources from Digitain, of course, but in near future we'll establish the brand and the brand book. It will be ready by the end of the year, and then we will start in February our own sales and our own integrations. And the plan, the goal is to at this point we have 35, 40 team members, and the goal will be to have 100 to 130 team members, employees, until the end of 2022, and be one of the leading companies in the market. I think that nowadays our games, the fast games, are actually growing, and they are interest in the market from B2B and from to B2C. It's growing, and we have a lot of space to work with, and there is no such company that provides the fast games as we do, as a whole portfolio, having different kind of games in the market that is leading right now in the market. So we can definitely be the company that is leading in the market. That's our main goal and main target.
Sure. As you said, the new brand is kind of built off the success of fast games at Digitain previously. What is it that makes fast games different? How do they stand out in the industry? And as you mentioned, is there a combination of kind of skill and maybe like elements of sportsbook as well as elements of casino?
We don't have elements of sportbook in it, but the main why players like it, because it's non-stop gaming. I mean, you can play for 24 hours. The rounds are not stopping, so each round lasts from 10 to 20 seconds. For example, in our branded game Rocketon, each round it's a crash game, crash category game, and each round lasts for 10 to 15 seconds, and players play really fast and they can have all the emotions they want from a game, the winning, the losing emotions, and then I mean it's nonstop. So basically, they while watching their favorite movie or maybe while betting for their favorite sports team in a cafe, wherever they are, they can just play the game and win. I mean, that's a really nice experience that a lot of our players appreciate. And secondly, we have a lot of other games like Keno, we have Blackjack, and this kind of games also are very famous. And players really do like those kind of games. So we have a big portfolio of games,
Yeah.
and that's what makes us special in the market, because all other companies are mainly slot providers that have couple of games like we do, or they are just the companies with one game, and they promote only that one game because it's more profitable than the others. But we offer a big variety of games in our portfolio, and it will grow by the end of the 2022, and we will have even more games.
What markets are you targeting these games for? Because I understand you recently got an MGA license for the game.
Yes, we have just obtained the MGA license, and I'm happy to announce that. And also, we are going for the GLI license right now, and we will have the GLI license by the end of this year as well. So this is also a big achievement for us, and we will be ready to operate in all the European countries, the Latin American countries. We are expanding our markets to Asia as well, because actually wherever we feel that our games are needed, we are going for the certification and obtaining the license in that particular country. So we are now working with our certification in Western and Eastern European countries mainly, but our target is the whole world, and I'm pretty sure that in 1 or 2 years we will be everywhere.
Sure. You mentioned 1 or 2 years there. In terms of long-term targets and goals for the company, have you kind of mapped out a few years? What's the roadmap looking like for in longer term kind of plans?
The longer term plan is to be number one in the market for sure, and to have a portfolio of at least 100 games. That will include a large variety of games, and also to grow the company to have about 150 employees in the company, which will mainly consist of developers. And we have a plan to create a big social game, which I wouldn't like to talk right now about, because it's a really long term, and
Sure.
but I mean we have a pretty great idea about a big game that will be more of a social game and not of a casino game, and that's the other goal that and target that we're going to achieve in the long term.
Hmm. From long term to short term, you obviously talked about ICE. Going to be a big show for you guys, but obviously for everyone who's at the show. What are your expectations from it? Are you looking to get kind of a lot of business from that trade show?
Well, actually, this will be our first exhibition, and ICE is our starting point, let's say. And we mainly want to tell to the world, to the gambling world, that we are there and we're coming to achieve the best and the first places in the market. And that's our main target. Of course, we want to have a lot of sales there, as everyone does, of course. But our main target this year will be to tell everyone that we are here and we are here to win. We are not here just to be another company that is providing another games, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, ICE is definitely not a bad place to start when it comes to launching the brand. When you look back at 2021, from this division, but Digitain overall, How do you reflect on the year? And obviously, when we talk about trade shows, we're back with trade shows this year. How helpful was that for the company as well?
You mean for the Digitain, right?
Yes,
Because we're just newly established.
of course,
Well,
yeah.
actually, actually, it was harder for the company during this COVID period because we were not participating in any kind of exhibitions. But still, we had a pretty good growth in numbers because basically a lot of people were staying at home and they were playing a lot of our games, and that was the starting point also for our fast games when they had the most popularity because sitting at home, people usually don't have much to do. They are watching the movie, they are playing their games. So in these terms, we started to grow from this period. But mainly, I can say that this was a pretty good year for Digitain, aside from not participating in many expos. Only the last 2 months were again participating. We were participating in Amsterdam for the IGB, and now in Malta we were participating also, and we had pretty good results over there because I think the market was hungry for all those exhibitions, and everyone was there. I didn't even expect to see over 6,000 people in Amsterdam during this 2 days of the exhibition. But overall, I can say that this is definitely this was a year of growth for Digitain.
And a final question for you, Hayk. If you just sit this time next year, looking back on 2022 with a new brand, what do you hope to have achieved, and what would make a good year for you in the new brand?
Well, we have some targets in numbers that I just don't want to tell you
Sure.
right now, of course. But overall, our the good year will be if we will have more than 50 partners for our company, because at Digitain we have way more, of course, for our first games. But I'm talking about our company mainly. So, and we will have like 130 employees in the company and a portfolio of 50 games. That will be like the best year for us in 2022, and I'm sure we'll achieve most of that, to be honest.
Mhm. Sure. Well, best of luck with the new venture. Congratulations again on the appointment, and been a pleasure speaking with you today.
Thank you very much.